Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Book a Lunch Day. So today we'll be making steamed shrimp with garlic. It's quite a famous or popular dish that it look really or when you just want to celebrate something nice like Lunar New Year. We often have this dish. And it's super duper easy. I made it for my Lunar New Year party. I actually didn't even make it. I just told my friend what to do, and then she presented for me. She did everything for me, so I can work on something else. So that's how easy it is. So the ingredients we'll need today, of course, is shrimp. The shrimp I use, it's not like a huge size shrimp. So, but if you want to use like a bigger palm or shrimp, it's up to you. But I wouldn't go like too small. Um, and then also, you will need some vermicelli noodles. Usually you can get this at most Asian market or online because it is starch. So you can get this online if you want to. If you cannot find this anywhere, don't worry. You can use noodles or substitute with other kind of starch that's easily cooked. Or if you use noodles, that's fine. Just kind of boil it to like al dente, so you don't, because we still need to steam it. So you don't want to cook all the way through, or otherwise it's going to be, otherwise it will fall apart. So, but vermicelli noodle works the best because it cooks really fast. So we are only going to put it in hot water before we steam it. But it looks kind of like this, and it's really healthy actually. It's a really nice substitute for starch if you're on a diet. And then a lot of garlic. I'm using the whole garlic this time, and then we'll chop it, and also some green onion. The sauces wise, we'll need some salt, oyster sauce, soy sauce, and sugar. And that's it. You may also add a little bit of shrimp sauce if you have any, but a lot of people don't like the taste of it, or like they got scared using it. So it's an option. You don't have to use it if you don't feel comfortable with it. But that's it. And you do also need a steamer. If you don't have a steamer at home, it's very easy to set one up. What you do is just put water in your pan. A deeper one would be nice, and then I like to put a towel underneath so your plate is not scratching the bottom of the pan, so you can still use it. And then I just put a smaller plate on the bottom to lift up so your dish is not sinking into the water. And that's it. You have a steamer, and just put a lid on it afterward, then you have a steamer. That's how easy it is. If you don't have a steamer. If you have a steamer, use the steamer, right? But sometimes the plate doesn't really fit into the steamer, so I'll use this. I also use this when sometimes I'm making rice in there, so I'll just use the pot. Yeah. Alright, so first of all, we do need to cut our garlic. There's no skill here. You just chop it to really, really fine. Just chop it. Peeling it off and then chopping it into small pieces. When I made this for my Lunar New Year's dinner, I actually didn't get to try any of it because it's the most popular dish that night, and then everybody got to eat some, and I didn't get to try any. It's quite sad. I was like, I made that, and I didn't get to eat any. But that's this is people's favorite dish that night, so I decided to make it again just for me and myself only, because I didn't get to eat any that night. But it's okay. My friends enjoyed it. Alright. Almost done with peeling the garlic. The garlic is like the soul of this dish. You do need a lot of garlic. And if you love garlic, you can add extra. I'm only using one whole garlic this time. But if you want extra, go ahead and add more. I didn't peel this one. Oh yeah. There we go. Come on. Chopping, chopping, chopping. No skill here whatsoever. Just picture your worst enemy and then chop it to the finest. And if you want a measurement, it's about 4 tablespoons of garlic. But no, this kind of stuff, it's really up to you. If you really don't like garlic, you can just add more green onion to it. But garlic with this dish is amazing. Chop, chop, chop. Alright, and while I'm chopping, the library will be opening for extended hours starting next Tuesday. So it depends on your branch. The Farmersville branch will, the new hours will be from 10 to 1, and then I'll close for lunch, and then 2 to 5:30. So we extended 30 minutes extra. So if you have books to pick up, books to drop off, now you have a little bit more time to drop off your items, like after work and stuff. So if you want, if that works out better for you, that's great. And if you have any questions, go ahead and give me a call when we are open, and I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Now we're chopping the green onion, which is the same thing, just chop it into small pieces. Very easy. No brain work here. You don't even need to chop it into nice pretty pieces, just as small as possible without cutting your finger. Put it in a small bowl. Let me go wash my hand because I'm done cutting here. And my hand is sticky. Before I work on the sauce, I'm actually going to put a little hot water into my vermicelli noodle. That's going to soften up. Kind of look like a brick-ish thing. If you add a little hot water to it, it will soften up. That will be easier to work with when you are plating. Here's my chopsticks. And you don't need to steam it as long because shrimp cook really fast. Alright, now we're going to work on our sauce. So now we have our garlic and green onion all mixing together. Just add a little. Still going to be the garlic, so you really don't need to add too much of each item. And my oyster sauce. A little bit of oyster sauce to make it a little bit more seafoody. A little bit of sugar. If you want to add salt, you can. I am going to add a little bit of it. Just a tiny bit. Nothing too fancy. Because we already have soy sauce and we just want to mix it. Just mix it. Nice and even. And that's all we're done with our sauce. That's very simple. And now our main ingredient, let me put the sauce ingredient aside. the main ingredient is our shrimp. I actually already finished cleaning part of the shrimp over here. So I'm just going to show you 3 of them. So basically what you want to do is you want to cut off part of the head. If you don't feel comfortable eating the head of the shrimp, you don't have to. You can just buy the shrimp that doesn't have any, doesn't have head on. Don't worry about that. It's really completely up to you. But I would recommend using shrimp that has shell still on them. And then what you do is you open it up like this. I like to trim off the leg of the shrimp. They have lots of legs. And then take your scissor on the bottom of it, just push it in and cut it open. So now your shrimp is not going to curl into a ball. It's going to open up nicely, and I will look to see if the stomach of the shrimp is in there. You don't want to eat that because it's going to have a very sandy. That's kind of like the people call it the poo of the shrimp, which is kind of correct. So a lot of people don't like to eat that. So you can remove that, and let's do another one. Cut off the head, the leg. And the reason why I want to cut part of the leg, the head off, is because first of all, there is a little sharp pointing edge, and you don't want people to get hurt while eating it. And second of all, it has a little, the stomach of the shrimp is actually in the front, and that stomach is it doesn't taste good. So then you want to remove that part. But if you don't want to use the whole shrimp, you only want to use part of it, and then you don't have to worry about it. You do want to remove the intestine of the shrimp though. Okay, open it all the way up. You can use what's that called, a little toothpick to pick it up, like that. Or you can just use your finger. Last one. Cut that off. Cut that off. Trim that off. It's a very easy, but a little bit time consuming. So this is the job that I would do for my mom when she's cooking, like easy stuff. So I'll open all the way up. Remove the little sand seam. Alright, that's done. Let me go wash my hands so we can do the last part. At the same time, I'm actually going to turn on my steamer, because you do want to make sure the water is boiling when you put your dish in. Now we're going to plate now. We're going to add in our morishige noodles, put it on the bottom. This is like half cooked already, so we cook really fast. We're going to plate it on the bottom of it. This is done. And with our shrimp, what you want to do is just put them in a circle, like this. I will put them one head toward one and then the head toward the other way, so that way it will give it a more even look. And now if you are like, I don't have time for this, I'm just going to put the shrimp on top, go ahead. I am not judging if you don't want to, make it pretty. But this is like a dish that it's easy to make it really presentable, so might as well. hole here. There's a hole here. And there's a hole here. Alright. Done with that. Alright, last part, we are going to put the sauce into individual shrimp. You see how the shrimp, we opened it up, and now we're going to put the sauce in the middle of each shrimp, so each shrimp can have a little bit of seasoning on them. And if you don't want to make them presentable, just dump the whole thing on them. Easy peasy. Depends on who's eating it, right? If it's just like your family member, it's like, oh, it's okay. It's just dinner. I don't have time for this. Alright. And my water is boiling now. Put my lid here. For sure. Alright, we're going to put it in. Be careful, it's going to be hot. And then we close the lid. And just wait. It's going to cook really fast, about 5 minutes, and your dish is done. And no, it's going to be so easy. So you can, I literally just stare at it when the shrimp turn to pinkish, orangish, reddish, whichever color you would use it to describe it. It's done. Shrimp cook really, really fast. You don't want to overcook it. So I didn't use the same size lid because I don't have a lid for this pot. I usually just use this one and put a towel underneath. There. And it's very satisfying to watch the shrimp cook for some reason. It's my unknown habit, I guess. It's very satisfying to watch it turn color. Yeah. But anyways, get back to the library work while this is cooking. We do have extended hour for most branches. Most of the smaller branch in your neighborhood might be opening until 5:30 for pickup and drop-off service. If the Visalia branch will open a longer hour as well. If you have any more questions, go ahead and check our website, which is Tuileries-County-Library.org. Yeah, and it's almost done. Very exciting. I didn't get to eat this last time, so I'm very excited for this. I hope I didn't add too much water on the bottom. Sometimes it will spill in, but it's okay. And then what else? And we do have a few programming coming up. For more information, still check our website, our Facebook pages. We also have craft for kids. If you want, you can always come by to the Farmersville branch to pick up some craft for the kids. I feel like it's most of the kids are going back to school nowadays, but as parents, I know you guys still want some peace and quiet at home. The craft will be able to keep them busy for a little bit of time when you're trying to busy, like when you're cooking dinner and whatnot. If you have any question, we do have text form available. I requested some, so you may pick them up at the Farmersville branch, and you can always give me a call, and I can just package them up for you to pick up. Yeah, if you have any other question, go ahead and give your local branch a call. You may also pick up the tax form at the Visalia branch when they are open for pickup. This hour, you can just let them know that you want the California, the state and the federal tax form, and they will get it for you. Is it all cook all the way through? Okay, so let me just give it a little bit more. Turn down the flame. Clean the table a little bit. Then if you have a real steamer, it's huge. I have a really big steamer. I use it to steam buns and make other stuff. But I feel like I want to show you guys the easiest way to make this at home instead of using a steamer. But if you have a steamer, go ahead and use it. Oven mitt. This is going to be hot. Hot, 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 hot. It looks so pretty. Okay. Push. Up. Here we go. You don't even need to do the dishes because it's just water, right? So you don't even need to clean your pot or anything. Alrighty, here is our noodle for today. Very excited. I don't get to eat any last time. Tasting time is always our favorite time of the day. So you see the vermicelli noodle is cooked all the way through. It eats up all the sauces from the shrimp. So it's really super duper tasty. And our shrimp is cooked. It's like your own individual little pot. And shrimp cook really fast. So you can, if you really worry how long it's going to take, just do a little bit longer. Do about 8 to 10 minutes. But especially if you're using bigger ones. But the shrimp I'm using today is quite small, so I'm not too worried about whether or not it's cooked through. And because we chop it off, so it's really easy to peel. I'm going to put it over here. First time trying this. It's really good. The vermicelli noodle soaked up all the flavors of the shrimp, which tastes awesome. And the garlic really adds to the flavor of the shrimp. It doesn't take over the shrimp taste. It really brings it out even more. And it's really presentable. So if you have dinner parties, or you just want to have a nice celebration at home, celebrating the library is opening for extended hour, go ahead and try this. I know it's Lent, so a lot of people are not eating meat. Right now, this is a nice substitute for your dinner dish, and it's really pretty. So if you have any other question, please comment below if it's regarding the dish I'm making today. If you have any question about the library, go ahead and ask us on either Facebook or call us at your local branch. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!